Hey, what the hell is going on? How are you? Hey, all right. Hey, thanks. It's me, Nick Digilio. Thanks for checking out my YouTube channel. Hundreds of videos here. Check them out. If you're checking me out on Patreon, be a cool dude or a cool dudette. Donate some dough. I got 2 podcasts going that are free. I got videos that I'm doing that are free. Why don't you compensate a little bit? Help me out. It'll help out a lot. All the stuff I do is DIY, including 2 podcasts and all of these videos and everything else that I contribute to the social medias and the internet. Please help out. It would help me a lot. Patreon.com/NickDShow. Donate whatever you want, from $3 to $6 to $5 to $25 a month. It's a monthly thing, a little teeny donation. It helps me keep going. It helps all the stuff that I'm doing that I do for free. Helps me out a lot, keep things going. So please, donate what you can right now, patreon.com/NickDShow. Check out my podcasts, Nick D Podcast, Tuesday, Friday, every Tuesday, Friday, all new episodes at radiomisfits.com. And my new podcast, which is all about Saturday Night Live, called That Show Hasn't Been Funny in Years, an SNL podcast, a new SNL podcast every Wednesday. All of that at radiomisfits.com. Check it out. And give to patreon.com/NickDShow. All right, thanks. Oscar time. Ooh. Dumbass Oscars. Anyway, I will make my predictions right here. The nominations come out on Tuesday, the 24th. 24th? Tuesday the 20th? Yes, Tuesday the 24th at 5:30 a.m. Pacific, so all the jagoffs in Hollywood have to wake up early or at least have their publicists go, "You might have been nominated for an Oscar. Now enjoy more cocaine." You know, that might have to happen. And, you know, that'll be like 7:30 a.m. here, 8:30 a.m. in the New York time zones. And I have my predictions for the major categories. I will give you my predictions for what will be nominated, okay? 5 nominees in each category except for Best Picture, which could go up to 10. And I've picked 10 just to cover my ass. I've picked 10. So these are my predictions for the Academy Awards honoring the films of 2022. Not many of the films or performances that I loved in 2022 will be even mentioned. And I personally think that 2022 was a great year for movies, but the movies that I liked, nobody really liked, and the movies that everybody loved that will be mentioned a lot and during award seasons, most of them are pieces of shit. It's kind of astonishing how many movies I thought sucked ass will be heavily nominated this year. And I mean, like in major categories and major wins are going to happen in movies that I think aren't worth being scraped off the bottom of my shoe when I step on them. So lots of shitty movies will be nominated for Oscars this year and will win. You're all morons. That's all I'm saying. So here are my predictions, and I will discuss other possible nominees in every category. And I'll start with, the major ones. We'll go through animated picture, both screenplay nominations, director, actor, actress, supporting actress, and picture. Okay, let's start. Animated feature. These are my predictions for animated feature. Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, Turning Red, Wendell and Wild, and Apollo 10.5. Those are my predictions. The other ones that could sneak in there are Light Years, a possibility, Strange World, The Bad Guys, Bob's Burgers. God, I'd love to see Bob's Burgers get a nomination. The Minions movie might get nominated. The DC League of Super Pets, which I loved. And the Sea Beast are all nominations. But I think they're going to go with Del Toro's Pinocchio, Marcel the Shell, Turning Red, Wendell and Wild, and Apollo 10.5. And out of those 5, the one that deserves to win, as far as I'm concerned, is Marcel the Shell. That's my favorite. So that's animated feature. And I think those will be the nominees. You want to mark them down, mark them down. Adapted screenplay. Adapted. This is obviously a screenplay that is based on another medium, book, play, original film, prequel, whatever. Adapted screenplay. And here's what I think will win. Sarah Polley will be nominated for Women Talking. Doesn't deserve it, but she'll be nominated. Let's see. Kazuo Ishiguro for Living will be nominated. I believe that Rian Johnson will be nominated for Glass Onion. Ed Berger, Leslie Patterson, Ian Stokell for All Quiet on the Western Front. And Peter Craig, Justin Marks, Aaron Kruger, Eric Warren Singer, and Christopher McQuarrie for Top Gun will be nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay. And again, a piece of shit, and again, a screenplay that could have been written by a monkey. One of the worst fucking movies of the year. And here's the astonishing thing. Here's the thing that I can't believe about that. It took 5 fucking people to write Top Gun Maverick. Think about that. Think about how fucking stupid that movie is. How dumb and cliched and idiotic and moronic and monosyllabic the goddamn screenplay is. Think about how stupid the story is. How dumb Top Gun Maverick is. How just fucking unbelievably stupid the movie is. And it took 5 people to write it. 5 people. Took 5 people to write Top Gun. And they will be nominated for an Academy Award. That's the sin. The other ones that might sneak in there, the screenplay for She Said, The Whale might sneak in there. Man Named Otto might sneak in there. White Noise. I don't know. But those are the ones that I'm picking. I'm saying Women Talking, Living, Glass Onion, All Quiet on the Western Front, and Top Gun will be nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay. Unbelievable. 5 people. Think about that. You know in your heart how goddamn stupid that Top Gun movie is. 5 people. Tom Cruise was like, let me get Christopher McQuarrie to do a little polish on here. Christopher McQuarrie probably wrote 5 lines in the entire movie. Because Christopher McQuarrie is a good writer, and he's really good friends with Tom Cruise. So if there are 5 or 6 good lines in Top Gun Maverick, McQuarrie wrote them. Original screenplay. Not adapted from anything else. Original screenplay. Martin McDonagh for The Banshees of Inisherin. Todd Field for fucking Tar. The Daniels for Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Tony Kushner and Steven Spielberg for The Fabelmans. And I think Charlotte Wells will be nominated for After Sun. So those are the 5 that I think. Banshees of Inisherin, Tar, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Fabelmans, and After Sun. Those will be nominated. And 3 of those 5 suck ass. Tar is terrible, Everything Everywhere All at Once is terrible, and The Fabelmans is terrible, and they're all 3 bad screenplays. But they will be nominated. Ones that might sneak in there, Triangle of Sadness might sneak in there. God forbid that piece of shit Elvis, which of course was written by 4 people, might sneak in there. Babylon, I'd like to see Babylon maybe sneak in there, because that way he can give half the trophy, Damien Chazelle can give half the trophy to Paul Thomas Anderson, considering that Babylon is basically Boogie Nights. And you should probably hand that out. If you win Best Original Screenplay that night, that movie should actually be under adapted screenplay, considering it's motherfucking Boogie Nights, beat for beat for beat. And I liked Babylon. I thought Babylon was good. But, dude, you rewrote Boogie Nights, Chazelle, you little fucking bastard. That's all you did. Unbelievable. Beat for beat for beat. Babylon, same goddamn movie as Boogie Nights, only not as good. Other ones that might sneak in there for original screenplay. Maybe The Woman King, maybe The Menu. I don't know. But I think Banshees, Tar, Everything, Fabelmans, and After Sun will be your original screenplay nominees. Supporting actress. And this, I'm telling you right now, we're getting to the point where this category is going to piss me off more than any other category of the night. Even though a ton of things and people and movies will win that don't fucking deserve to win. It's because, as I've said, the stuff that people love, critics, everybody, all the awards, ceremony of the Academy, the stuff that people loved in 2022, I thought sucked, and you people are fucking nuts. But this category is going to piss me off. And I'll tell you why in a second. Here's who I think will be nominated for an Oscar Tuesday morning for Best Supporting Actress. Angela Bassett for Wakanda Forever, Carrie Condon for Banshees of Inisherin, Jamie Lee Curtis for Everything Everywhere All at Once, Michelle Williams for The Fabelmans. Now this is an asterisk, because Michelle Williams, they're campaigning for both actress and supporting actress, okay? So she might get nominated for actress, she might get nominated for supporting actress. Well, either way, she doesn't deserve it, because it's the most embarrassing performance of her career. Michelle Williams in The Fabelmans, she was better in motherfucking Halloween H2O. She was better on Dawson's Creek. Yes. But anyway, there's a real, I don't know if she's going to be nominated for supporting actress. I don't know if she's going to be nominated for actress. I think she'll be nominated for supporting actress. So, and then the other one will be Nina Hoss for Tar. I'm predicting that. Not a lot of people are predicting that, but I think the Academy, for some reason, likes that stupid piece of shit, Tar, and they will nominate her. So again, my predictions for the 5 women who will be nominated for Best Supporting Actress on Tuesday: Angela Bassett for Wakanda Forever, Carrie Condon for Banshees, Jamie Lee Curtis for Everything Everywhere All at Once, Michelle Williams for Fabelmans, and Nina Hoss for Tar. Okay? And out of those 5, the only one that deserves it is Carrie Condon. Carrie Condon should win. Now, here's the fucking thing. And she was a shoo-in. But here's the fucking thing. Angela Bassett might win for Wakanda Forever. And as much as I love Angela Bassett, Wakanda Forever is not a very good movie. She's the best thing in it, although it's not an Oscar-worthy performance by any stretch of any fucking imagination. But Carrie Condon might not win, and Carrie Condon deserves this Academy Award. It's the one performance that is, of the nominees, that absolutely, without question, should be the motherfucking winner. Carrie Condon in Banshees of Inisherin is one of the best performances of the year. She stole the movie without question by 87 million miles. It's the best performance by an actress in a supporting role in 2022. You can't argue it. If you try to argue it, you're dumb and wrong. And Angela Bassett might win it because of political reasons. That's the only reason. She won the Golden Globe. She's on like a tear. Angela Bassett's been nominated a few times before. She's a terrific actress and been working for a long time. Ryan Coogler died, or not Ryan Coogler, God forbid, I'm sorry, Ryan Coogler's still alive. Chadwick Boseman passed away, there's that connection, and she's like a veteran, she's been making movies for a very long time, and to throw a bone to Wakanda Forever, and it'll be the first Marvel Universe piece of shit movie, Marvel Universe bullshit. It'll be the first time it'll ever win an Academy Award in the MCU, and she will be the oldest African-American actress to ever win an Academy Award. So, politically, there's a good chance, and right now I think she's the odds-on favorite to win, which is horseshit. If you are basing the award on who deserves it, who gave the best performance, it's fucking Carrie Condon, not Angela Bassett. Forget the politics, and this would be the right move at the right time. Fuck off. If you are actually giving an award, if you are honoring the best performance, you give it to Carrie Condon in Banshees of Inisherin, and shut the fuck up. Other ones who might sneak in there, Stephanie Hsu for Everything Everywhere All at Once, Hong Chow for The Whale, Jessie Buckley for Women Talking, Claire Foy for Women Talking might sneak in there, Janelle Monáe for The Glass Onion might sneak in there. But I think, again, it'll be Angela Bassett, Carrie Condon, Jamie Lee Curtis, Michelle Williams, again, there's a weird controversy there, and then Nina Hoss for Tar. Those are my nominations. Mark them down. I don't know how good they're going to be. Supporting Actor. Here are my choices for nominees for supporting actor, which will be announced on Tuesday. Ke Huy Quan for Everything Everywhere All. Basically, I don't even have to give the other four nominees because he's going to win. This is the one sure, if you're betting, if you're in your office pool, or if you're a betting person, or you want to know which is the absolute surefire winner of the night, it's fucking Short Round. Short Round from motherfucking Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom is going to win an Academy Award. This is the shoe-in. This is the absolute, no question about it. Bet all the money, bet your house on Ke Huy Quan for Everything Everywhere All at Once. The other nominees will be Brendan Gleeson for The Banshees of Inisherin, Paul Dano for Fabelmans, Judd Hirsch for Fabelmans, and Brad Pitt for Babylon. Those are my predictions. Ke Huy Quan, Brendan Gleeson, Paul Dano, Judd Hirsch, and Brad Pitt. Those are my choices. The other ones that could sneak in there, Barry Keoghan, who I think should be nominated but won't. Eddie Redmayne for The Good Nurse. Tom Hanks might get nominated for the worst performance he's ever given in Elvis. Brian Tyree Henry for Causeway might get nominated. Ben Whishaw for Women Talking. Woody Harrelson possibly for The Triangle of Sadness. But the definite nominees are Quan for Everything Everywhere All at Once, Gleeson for Banshees, Dano for Fabelmans, Hirsch in one of the most embarrassing performances any human has ever given for Fabelmans, and Brad Pitt for Babylon. Those are the ones that I think for supporting actor. For director, Steven Spielberg for The Fabelmans, Martin McDonagh for Banshees of Inisherin, Todd Field for Tar, Joseph Kosinski for Top Gun, and the Daniels for Everything Everywhere All at Once. And 4 of the 5 don't deserve it. 4 of the 5 are for bad movies, really bad movies. 4 of the 5 were badly directed movies. And those 4 that aren't good, that will be nominated, are Spielberg for The Fabelmans, terrible movie, terrible direction. Todd Field for Tar, terrible movie, terrible direction. Joseph Kosinski for Top Gun Maverick, extraordinarily terrible movie, extraordinarily terrible direction. And the Daniels for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Terrible. The only one that deserves the nomination is Martin McDonagh for Banshees. And he won't win. The other possibilities for Best Director are Charlotte Wells for After Sun. I'd love to see that. Let's see. Edward Berger for All Quiet on the Western Front. Piece of Shit Baz, Piece of Shit Lerman for Piece of Shit Elvis. James Cameron for Piece of Shit Avatar might get nominated. Just because he's won 2 in a row, he's been nominated a bunch of times. Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu for Bardo. Sarah Polley maybe for Women Talking. Another one who might sneak in here is S.S. Rajamouli for RRR. Don't be surprised if that sneaks into a few categories. But anyway, so those are my choices. Spielberg, McDonough, Todd Field, Joseph Kosinski, and the Daniels for Best Director. For Best Actress, well, first of all, there shouldn't even be any other nominees. They should hand the award to Andrea Riseborough for To Leslie. It's embarrassing that any other actress should be considered for any other performance in any other movie this year. It's actually embarrassing that any other actor or actress, supporting or lead in any movie, any performance by any human being, should not be honored this year, because every single fucking award should be handed directly to Andrea Riseborough for her performance in To Leslie. The performance of a lifetime, one of the best performances I've ever seen in my life, and without question, it doesn't even fucking come close. The best performance that any human being gave last year in 2022 is Andrea Riseborough in To Leslie. She embarrasses everybody. Everybody else on the planet who acted in anything, TV, movies, stage, should just be embarrassed and should bow and kneel and just genuflect to Andrea Riseborough for To Leslie, who deserves Best Actress and Best Performance by Human. So let me get that out of the way, because she's not going to get nominated. There has been like this last-ditched effort from a lot of actors, her fellow actors and actresses who have seen the movie fucking finally, and then I've been screaming about To Leslie since May. I've been talking about Andrea Riseborough, her performance, and how great that movie is, and how amazing she is in it since fucking May. And now, all of a sudden, in December, they go, ooh, oh my God, the big Hollywood actor and actresses, like your Edward Nortons and your Gwyneth Paltrows, and all these other like actors and actresses who really love her performance because it's amazing, have started this very, very late campaign to get her a nomination. She won't get nominated. But if you maybe would have fucking started talking about it, I don't know, when I did in May, perhaps she would be nominated right now. And not only should she be nominated, but she deserves to win. So having said that, I'm in the Best Actress category. I will reluctantly give you my 5 predictions for nominees who don't fucking deserve it, because Andrea Riseborough deserves all of it. So let me give you the 5 who are going to be nominated. Cate Blanchett for Tar. Michelle Yeoh for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Viola Davis for The Woman King, a great performance. Danielle Deadwyler for Till, I think, will be nominated. And I think Olivia Colman is going to be nominated for Empire of Light, because they love her. She's not very good in the movie. She's okay in the movie. The movie's not good at all. But that's who I think will be nominated. Now, again, there's this weird Michelle Williams thing that might come into play. Is she going to be nominated for Supporting Actress? Is she going to be nominated for Actress for Fabelmans? She's going to be nominated. Michelle Williams will be nominated for the worst performance she's given since fucking H2O. But she will be nominated for, actually the worst performance of her career, actually. Just embarrassing. She will. Whether she's nominated for Supporting Actress or Actress is the question, is the debate. So she might be a monkey wrench in there. But I think Cate Blanchett, who will probably win, doesn't deserve it, will probably win. Michelle Yeoh for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Viola Davis for The Woman King. The only one of these 5 that deserves to be nominated. Olivia Colman. And Danielle Deadwyler for Till is also very good. But, who will be not nominated, who should be nominated, is Ana de Armas for Blonde. Because there's so much backlash against that movie, she won't be nominated. It's one of the very best performances of the year. Margot Robbie might be nominated for Babylon. Jennifer Lawrence for Causeway might be nominated. I'd love to see Emma Thompson get nominated for Good Luck Leo Grand, but she won't. Rooney Mara might be nominated for Women Talking. Vicky Krieps for Corsage might sneak in there. I'd love to see Mia Goth for Pearl, but she won't be nominated. But it's all like ridiculous to even talk about it, because Andrea Riseborough in To Leslie gave the best performance by an actress last year, and it's not even fucking close. Nominees for Best Actress, here are my predictions for the 5 nominees. Austin Butler for Elvis, Brendan Fraser for The Whale, Colin Farrell for Banshees of Inisherin, Bill Nighy for Living, and I think Tom Cruise will ridiculously get nominated for Top Gun Maverick. So those are your 5. Austin Butler for Elvis, Brendan Fraser for The Whale, Colin Farrell for Banshees of Inisherin, and Bill Nighy for Living, and Tom Cruise for Top Gun. Ridiculous to Tom Cruise, but he's going to get nominated. The other ones that might get nominated are Gabrielle LaBelle for The Fabelmans, Adam Sandler might sneak in there for Hustle. Hugh Jackman for The Son. Tom Hanks maybe for Otto. I'd love to see Paul Mescal sneak in there for After Sun. There's a chance Paul Mescal might sneak in there for After Sun. And then some people, again, like the Michelle Williams things, some people think that Brendan Gleeson should be nominated for actor for Banshees, along with Colin Farrell. But I think he'll be nominated for supporting actor. So those are the ones that I think are going to be nominated. And here's the thing. Up until, and I'm going to sound really morbid and really cynical, but up until Lisa Marie Presley passed away this past week, Colin Farrell was a shoo-in. Colin Farrell, deservedly so. Colin Farrell, best performance by an actor this year is Colin Farrell in The Banshees of Inisherin. The best performance he's ever given, and that's saying a lot, considering he's a phenomenal actor who is always reliably fucking great in every movie he does. He's been around for almost 25 years. He made 4 movies last year, and he was great in all 4 of them. 4 amazing, stellar performances. A banner year for Colin Farrell, and it should be capped off for an Oscar for Best Actor for Banshees of Inisherin, and that's the way the train was rolling. And I'm being cynical and I'm being morbid, but the only reason that he's not going to win is because Lisa Marie Presley died. And they are going to give it to Austin Butler for Elvis. And Austin Butler is fine in Elvis. It's not a great performance. It's certainly not a performance that deserves a nomination or an award by any fucking stretch of the imagination. And the movie is unspeakable. The movie is a blight to the world. It's a Baz Luhrmann movie. It's one of the worst movies ever, made by the worst director to ever live, worse than Ed Wood. It's a terrible movie. It's an okay performance in a terrible movie. And he's gonna fucking win because Lisa Marie Presley died. And I'm being honest. It might sound morbid. It might sound cynical. Colin Farrell deserves it. Colin Farrell was gonna win it. He was freight training his way to the Academy Award until Lisa Marie Presley died. Now, Austin Butler's probably gonna win it. So those are my 5 choices. And the motherfucking Elvis might win Best Picture, because Lisa Marie Presley died. Okay? Now, here are my top choices for Best Picture. And again, not my top choices. Not my choices. Jesus Christ, no. No. 90% of the stuff that's been nominated, I don't like. But these are my predictions. The 10 movies that will be nominated. And again, they can average between like 7, 8, 9, 10. You never know. I am picking 10. I am predicting 10. Here are my predictions for Best Picture. Top Gun, Maverick, The Fabelmans, The Banshees of Inisherin, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Tar, Elvis, Wakanda Forever, The Black Panther, All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar, and Glass Onion. Those are my predictions. And again, don't think I like all these movies, because I don't, because the majority of them suck ass. I am just giving my predictions on what the idiots at the Academy will give. Again, my predictions for the nominees for Best Picture this year: Top Gun, Maverick, The Fabelmans, Banshees of Inisherin, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Tar, Elvis, Wakanda Forever, All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar, and Glass Onion. And of those predictions, I only like 2 of them. And that would be All Quiet on the Western Front and Banshees. The rest of them either aren't good at all or suck complete ass. That's how bad these people are predicting. The other ones that might sneak in there, The Whale might sneak in. People are bitching about that. Living has a strong possibility. Triangle of Sadness might sneak in there. Women Talking might sneak in there. Babylon. And again, this movie, RRR, don't be surprised if it sneaks into some major categories and upsets and people go, what? For this movie, RRR, trust me on this, it might sneak in there. The Woman King might sneak in there, and I'd love to see After Sun, Empire of Light. Those are the possibilities. But my 10 predictions for mostly shitty movies, and by the way, most of these predictions are mostly performances and movies that I think are shitty. I'm just giving you my predictions. Again, I think Top Gun, Fabelmans, Banshees, Everything, Tar, Elvis, Black Panther, All Quiet, Avatar, and Glass Onion. Those are the ones that I pick. So, we will be figuring it out. The Academy Awards are handed out in February. Jimmy Kimmel is your host. We'll watch them on ABC. I will bitch and moan about them until then. I will bitch and moan about them afterwards. That's what I do. That's what I've been doing for 37 years, is bitching and moaning about how the Academy doesn't know what they're doing and that they give the awards to the wrong people, and every once in a while somebody correct wins and the correct movies win. I guarantee you this year that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because 80% of the stuff nominated I don't like. So there you go. But those are my predictions. While I was saying them, you want to jot them down. If I'm right, you can leave a message and say, hey, that's cool. If I'm wrong, then whatever. I'd like to be wrong, considering how much I don't like most of the stuff that's going to be nominated. So the Oscar nominations are announced Tuesday morning, January 24th, and I will do more videos on them. We'll talk about them on my podcast.